The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
Eric's Family Barbecue has arrived and is simply the best barbecue in Arizona. Come satisfy your taste buds with meats that are smoked over mesquite wood and sides that are made with fresh ingredients and tons of love. They have the best, juiciest brisket, pulled pork, rib sausage, turkey, or everyone's favorite, the Pitmaster sampler that includes all the meat and 4 sides. Mac and cheese, potato salad, coleslaw, corn, or beans, yum. And for dessert, try some creamy banana pudding, amazing. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meat, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip, you won't be sorry. Dine in or take it to go. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more info.
This man needs medical attention.
Holmberg's Morning Sickness.
The old method of treatment for a person in this condition was to throw him in jail.
98 KUPD.
Time now to check in with Eric. Is he calling it? He's out there this morning at Dobson in Maine. Tomorrow is U-Fest, and we've got our big smoke out. Mesa Riverview, that is where we're doing this thing. And Toledo, you drove by, said it looks ready to go.
Yeah, it's all set up. Porta potties are in, fences up, the stage is getting, in place.
All Larry McFeely and I keep talking about is that gaming thing, the big gaming garden. Oh, my God. They've got video games all over the place and a big arcade they're building out there right in the middle of this thing. It's just so cool when there's new ideas at concerts. I thought our beer festival might be, last year, one of the most fun events I've ever been to because we had a ton of different beers out there that were, new to me. Like we had Bottle Blonde, or not Bottle Blonde, but, God, I can't remember it now. The one that was over there in California that was tough to get over. It might have been called Bottle Blonde. No, Bottle Logic. Bottle Logic. It was Bottle Logic. It was one of the best beers I ever had. Ever. And I'm like, man, this is going to... And then, we had great band. Music was cool, and the weather was perfect. We're going to do it again this Saturday, or Friday. I think all the ideas that we've got are so much fun. And that arcade...
And
awesome.
You get there early, right when it opens, 3 to 5 is a happy hour.
Yeah, do a little happy hour. You get some food and drinks and stuff like that going into it. So, yeah.
Discounted.
And we throw stuff at the wall. We had Mexican wrestling at one of our U-Fests. That went well. Right. The best thing about what our promo guys do, Mark and stuff, when they come up with ideas, we don't milk them. That was a one-time event. The Mexican wrestlers, we've tried it since. It never really had the flair. We did it last year, too, at the Beer Fest, which makes everything. Drunk Mexican wrestling is awesome. Lucha Libre. But, yeah, we've, you don't make it the highlight of the thing. This year, it's this giant arcade room. And what Larry's explaining to me, if it lives up to half of what he's talked about, I'm pumped. So get out there tomorrow. Dobson and Main Street is where it is, right across the street from the U-Fest over at Mesa Riverview. Eric's there this morning. You can point it out to you. Eric here at Dobson and Main at the Safeway right now. What's going on?
Well, Jeff, just now made a life-changing decision.
All right, let's hear it.
Just now. There was and I've run into this a lot lately. There was an older gentleman, probably in his 60s.
Right.
Patriots shirt on.
Ugh.
And he starts babbling about how great things were in the 70s to me. And going on
immediately?
and on about...
What sparked the conversation,
yeah.
though? What was the first words?
Well, I mean, he just comes up to, he's coming to get bandanas. I love KUPD, blah, 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 but I tell you what, and then just, here it comes, right?
Okay, right.
Everything was great in the 70s. He's moved here. This town's gotten so big, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Concerts every weekend. I go, well, there are still concerts every weekend.
Right.
Yeah, but it's not the same. So I have decided, plus he was a Patriots fan, so that rubbed me the wrong way right off the bat.
He's not like
I am not going to be that old guy that constantly does that crap. I've right now decided.
But here's the thing. I agree with you completely. There is a dangerous, slippery slope, Eric, as you are really, honestly struggling mightily with this age thing. It's awful. It's hard to watch. But as you struggle, take it from your elders, me, and I'm sure Brady will back me up on this. The dangerous, slippery slope you get into as you age is trying to not be old. Then you are that pathetic guy who's trying to. You're the pathetic guy trying to relate to the internet and Minecraft or whatever that game is we were talking about yesterday. The kids are playing.
But now think about the feeling inside. Like I just experienced the feeling that a younger guy feels when he's hearing this, bitching from an older guy about how great things used to be.
There's the key.
Inside, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, don't do that.
There's the key. It's the bitching part of it.
But again, it's like everything else. Don't go black and white with it, like Starbucks would. Go directly to, you know what, I'm not going to do that, but I'm also not going to make up for it by trying to relate too much to what's going on today.
There's like a middle ground.
Middle ground. Live in today. Don't try too hard to act like you're not getting older, and don't try when you are older like you are now. Try not to talk about how the past used to win. Although there are times when the past
sometimes you can throw it around. Like if he would have come up and said, when I was, it's still an old thing, but like in your age, I'm telling you right now, kid, this is the best time of your life right now at this age. Right?
Yeah,
you can take advantage of this time.
Yeah. If he showed up with an iPad and started to play, what's the game called again? Fortnite. And he's like, man, Fortnite's awesome. Did you ever listen to, and he brings up like a day to remember, and he's 70. You're like, no, this is pathetic.
Inauthentic.
Yeah, inauthentic, and you're trying too hard to be young.
Want some candy?
It just looks sad for them. So, yeah, be careful.
So here's what I'll do. I just want to live in the now, though.
Right.
I want to live in the
But as you go through this transition that you're clearly going through, you're like one of the Vanderpump wives.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you're Eric. If you were a woman, the way you're talking, you'd have new lips, and your face would be pulled back like a snare drum.
That sewed-in wig that you're looking at.
You'd have new hair. Your lips would look like you got punched in the face, and just, it's not good. This is the man's version of too much plastic surgery because you're noticing a little chicken waddle neck, and you're not happy with it.
I'm adjusting. I took my earrings out like 5 years ago. I'm still acting my age,
right?
But
you've given up on the half sleeve.
Complains.
Is there anything? I agree with you that being the old guy, but don't go the other way and get like a nose piercing and start. It's just
right. I'm not going to buy a convertible and
be you, and you can buy a convertible. There's really nothing wrong with that. The convertible thing gets a bad rap unless you're doing it because you feel old. Convertibles are lovely, but if you're doing it to impress young people, you're pathetic. It's all your motivation. Yeah.
So you guys are the wise old sages of
the
show.
Compared to you. I mean, neither of us struggled with age like you are. I mean, look, it's I've seen people on Botched with healthier self-images.
It's not that bad. I'm learning, John.
I know.
I'm trying to figure out my way through this through this whole thing.
You're focused on age like Jessica Tandy.
I've decided I'm not going to be like that guy.
Okay, well, good.
That's all.
That's the right thing to do.
You are weeks away from steroids. And
Eric, when he was talking to you, did you go, sir, may I interrupt? Yeah, go ahead, youngster. You're everything I never want to be. What?
It's one of those conversations that you just want to get out of as soon as possible. Yeah. Have you ever been in that?
Well, he's a Patriots fan. They're just not good people. He could have said anything. Yeah.
That was a bad start.
Would he have gotten, a minute or two more if he was in a Bears? For sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you guys could have talked about Walter Payton.
I could have changed the subject, but I'm not changing the subject to the Patriots.
No, don't do that. I'm not talking about that. Jerk ass. Anyway, well, good.
All right. Sorry, I had to get that off my chest.
Hey, look, this is your therapy. Let it be a cathartic moment for you to express how you feel like your lips aren't full enough and your skin's all wobbly.
Okay.
Tighten it up, Vanderpump.
Yeah, stay down the middle. That's all I need to do. Safeway's where I'm at. Dobson and Main Street, just up the street from UFest. We're right down the road here. Come on by and see me. It's one of your last chances, basically, to sign up for UFest tickets. The 420 Smokeout tomorrow at Mesa Riverview. If you don't have tickets, this could be it right here. So come on down, sign up. We'll draw at the end of the show. I also got some shirts, some CDs, some DVDs, some bandanas and whatnot. Come on down and see me. I'll be here until about 9:15, 9 o'clock. Safeway, Dobson and Main Street, just up the street from UFest.
There you go. And it's how appropriate is it today, and maybe even a little karmic, that you're on Main Street.
How about
I don't get it.
How about
you stay on Main Street, man. Don't drift off the main road. Be you.
No, not following.
No. All right, well. It would make sense.
Is that an old-timey saying?
No, it's not. Don't worry about the old-timey or newness of it.
Stay out of Starbucks.
You said you wanted to stay right down the middle. What do you call it? What do you call a pitch that a pitcher threw a groovable fastball right down Main Street? Keep it down the middle.
Oh, yeah. We're old. That's baseball analogy.
Stay basic.
Now you got me.
Stay basic. You're on Main Street. No reason to turn left or turn right. Be you. And your lips are looking. Your lips are a little thin.
You need some work.
All right. See you later.
My lips?
Yeah, your lips.
What?
Eric's out there all morning long. Dobson and Maine.
Now he's got a mirror out.
Yeah. You could plump those up. Go shandling with those lips, kid. It's time now for Brady to give you all the news that only Brady knows. It's 7:35, Brady. You're late. It's called The Brady Report, brought to you by our friends at Hooters. Brady reported.
Good Thursday, Phoenix. Hello, world.
Hi.
Happy National Garlic Day.
Ugh. You know, I think I might be...
You're out on it?
I think I might be done
totally?
with it. Well, it has to be hidden. It can't be something that's like... Garlic's in
such
everything.
Great flavor.
Only 12% of people say it's okay to have garlic breath.
Oh, it is not. I don't like garlic that's too strong. It lives with you. Like you sleep with it. You breathe it and you wake up with it the next morning. Okay. Slight amounts of garlic are fine. Some people take it so far.
The most popular garlic food?
It's Italian.
Garlic bread.
Oh, yeah. It's great. In that regard, it's great. But when it's in stuff and you pop it in and you're like, oh, you're eating like cloves of garlic in the middle of something. It just lives with me too long. I've gotten to the point now where it's not worth the squeeze. The 4 hours of dealing with garlic mouth and head didn't taste good enough to do twice.
But we're all reaching that age where garlic is supposed to be the miracle cure for us.
I'm not a vampire. Miracle cure for what? What's wrong with you?
Haven't you seen all that stuff? Garlic oil and all that? It was one of the new things.
I'm not looking for
Garlica?
Cures. Yeah, you can take those garlic pills. They're capsules. They don't give you garlic breath.
Is that George Scott?
The guy from Naked Gun. Breath Assure.
Yes.
Got a couple of fun facts.
But it's like Mexican food now. I've got the same relationship with Mexican food. It tastes great. The 11 minutes I'm eating Mexican food is phenomenal. The 4 hours after, was it worth it? And that's my new Red Mountain approach to food, and it isn't. Chips and salsa, it's so good, and then you get the beans and all. And then on the walk to the car, I'm like, I regret everything I've done tonight.
Does help you with that.
Oh, it's
definitely find myself doing that.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it at all. It's good. I don't want to feel terrible because of food. It's a great way to live because it's kept me away from nasty nights.
Couple of fun facts here. The words vanilla and vagina come from the same root word. It's because the shape of vanilla, when it grows, resembles a vagina.
And which came first?
The vagina or the...
Vanilla bean. Fiddle the vanilla bean.
Pamela Anderson was the first baby born in Canada on July 1st, 1967. Canada's 100th anniversary. She got media coverage as the country's centennial baby.
She was a model straight out of the box.
Destined.
Her first nude shoot was as a baby. And what was weird was there was a baby with a really huge schlong next to her, and she was just loving it. Tommy Lee of Canada.
Ernest Hemingway set a world record for fishing in 1938 by catching 7 marlin in one day.
Brady, Toledo's pulled up some pictures of vanilla beans. I don't think you've seen a vagina. That looks like my wizard's pipe.
It does. I mean, is that
I think you look at the flower. I think you look at the plant. That's
flower?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I see it in the flower.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Let me see if I can.
A little wider than what I'm used to.
You're not looking at the...
Maybe the center point?
Oh, it's wider, John. It's definitely wider.
It's definitely something I'm not comfortable with. No wonder there's a bunch of black things in the middle of that, because that thing's been blown up. I like my vanilla beans a little bit smaller. Yeah, that doesn't put me in the mood for it. It makes me feel inadequate. I couldn't fill that.
What about that one, John?
No, that looks like a trumpet.
You might want to see a dog.
You know what it was? It was the repressed sexual nature of the people who first saw vanilla beans and said, "Oh, close enough." They weren't allowed to see vagina, so they saw vaginas everywhere. Are you seeing vagina in that?
I see it in that one a little bit.
You do?
Yeah, I can see that.
You need to send Lisa to the doctor.
Minus the rosacea.
I do not see vagina there. I see skin condition. What is that? It's like a jellyfish.
It does look like a jellyfish.
Yeah. Immediately, if either of you are seeing
the contrast isn't helping here, but
Ronnie, Lisa, they're not being honest with you. You both need to see a physician immediately. No.
That one's got a beard.
That looks like a terrorist.
Maybe that one?
No.
Maybe that one?
No.
This one right here?
And the vanilla beans hanging off the back of it looks like dingleberries.
Right.
You can take it up with the Greeks.
They're wrong. No.
That one's in full, John.
That one's presenting. Yuck. Ugh, these guys need to take a gander at an anatomy magazine.
All right, sorry for that sidetrack.
Toledo wanted to look it up, and I got to be honest, I was curious too.
An average of 3,234 Americans go to the emergency room every year from tanning bed injuries.
How much? How many?
3,234.
Again, I remind all of you.
I'm not sure if that's down or, how does that compare? Are the tanning bed numbers still up there?
All I know is the sun is safer than every other chemical or product you're trying to tan with. The sun is not dangerous. Your use of it is dangerous. The sun is the most beneficial thing this planet has. It keeps us alive, and we've made it the enemy. So people will pay $20 to climb into a box of glass that shoots UV rays and calls it safer than the sun. You're a fool if you believe that.
According to a recent study, tanning beds are used by more than a third of the population in the U.S., and they could lead to more than 400,000 cases of skin cancer each year.
Of course they do. It's man-made. It's 100,000% more dangerous than the sun. There was a smear campaign on the sun somewhere in the 80s, and it worked to get people to go pay to get suntans, whatever. And it worked because we were abusing it. We were standing out in it too long.
We take out
right. But go back, look at the
UV.
Again, I always argue with people on this one because I believe it. It's your use of the sun that's dangerous, not the sun. So stop saying that. And second, there is zero correlation since the invention of sunscreen and the rise and fall of skin cancer.
Right.
None.
That's what this one says. And it says, further analysis reveals that smoking causes only 200,000 cases of lung cancer each year.
Is that right?
400,000 cases of skin cancer from tanning beds. So it's double the amount.
Wow. So the business is even
no
bigger
Surgeon
than
General
smoking.
warning.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know why we smear the sun. The sun is it's so dangerous, the sun. I'm like, no, you're dangerous standing in it all day. We're just too vain here in the United States because back in the Middle East, they cover themselves up on 110-degree days. They have 110-degree weather clothes that are just head to toe. We wear shorts and tank tops and blame the sun.
That study was done by Marlboro.
That's fine. Marlboro can do it all day long. They already lost that fight. They had to pay.
The numbers of 20-somethings still using tanning beds are skyrocketing.
No, of course it is. It's a business. They've convinced, they've indoctrinated humans under the age of 30 into thinking the sun is dangerous. It's not the sun. It's you. You're dangerous in the sun. Put some clothes on. I want to wear a tank top and shorts. Then you're an idiot. Then you're going to overexpose yourself to the sun, which is completely safe. It gives all things life. Smear campaign against, I'm the only one. I'm a pro-sun guy.
More sun, more sun.
Yeah, but don't abuse it. It's like water. If you drink so much water that you're getting sick,
you can overhydrate.
It's not the water's fault.
According to this new study, the average American experiences 1,205 stressful events a year. That includes everything from sitting in a standstill traffic to getting annoyed when your Wi-Fi cuts out, all sorts of those things. But the study found that the average American starts swearing by 10:54 a.m. each morning.
I'm 4:08.
Wow.
My first cuss word is my last alarm when I finally look at that. Damn it, it isn't. I don't have more time. I got to get up. Mother.
25% of us don't even make it till 9.
To cuss?
Yeah.
I start my day with a cuss.
I know. We're ahead of the curve.
I sit on the edge of the bed and go, oh. When I come home, I'm getting a nap. Then I'm up and I'm about. Move, cat, you idiot.
Researchers at Miami University found people who work on higher floors tend to make riskier decisions. And the higher up you go, the riskier you get. They looked at investments made by 3,000 hedge funds around the world, and the ones with the offices on higher floors tended to make riskier decisions with people's money.
Bigger payoffs, though.
Right.
Or
huge losses.
Yeah.
That's where we're different, Brady.
You see the payoff.
I saw the payoff. You turned into a huge pussy. Take a chance, man. Live your life.
Stick your neck out.
Get up on the 80th floor with me and invest.
I'm full of chances.
Huh?
Risky.
Huh? What?
Huh?
When?
I'm full of those. I got enough.
Aside from eating with listeners?
I was just going to say that sounded like a true motivational speaker for risk. Full of chances.
Huh? I'm a risky boy.
All right. Now this is getting weird. This is what Ronnie hears when she hears you try to turn her on.
You're not really. This is, you're putting on a show. This isn't you. This isn't the real you. Don't you want to be with a risky boy?
Call me Risky Boy.
I'm Risky Boy. Who's up for some risky business? Take those old records off yourself. I'm not good with words.
What? What did I do?
Sit and listen to 'em by the shelf. Today's music ain't got the same moles.
That's why I keep it in the middle, John, because I can't be. I'm Risky Badass Brady.
No, you can't. It's not authentic.
Yeah. This is pretty amazing. Maybe this will happen to us. This woman named Suzanne. She lives in Seattle. She recently passed away.
I hope this doesn't happen.
And all that we know about Suzanne is she loved music, and her favorite radio station was 90.3 KEXP.
KEXP.
That's Paul Allen's station.
Oh, it's the guy who owns
Experience
Seahawks?
Music Project.
The woman did have family ties to the city, but didn't live there. She apparently has given the station money before.
Oh, put us in the
She
will.
passed away, and she says, I want my money to go to the station.
Paul Allen?
$10 million.
What?
You saw the museum, right? The Experience Music Project. It's that blob that's right by the Space Needle.
No.
It's a really, really cool music museum, and inside it is that radio station. And they do a lot of,
According
eclectic stuff.
to the Seattle Times, most of the money will be placed in a long-time reserve, providing seed money to local education programs revolving around music, services for emerging artists.
Oh. Hippie bull.
They honored her life on Monday.
Of course they
playing
did.
some of her favorite songs.
Oh, God. Well, if you put us in your will, we'll change the name of the station to you. That's a cool building, I'll tell you that. That's neat. That looks more like a vagina.
This is it from above.
That's nifty. Yeah, I see vaginas in that in several different spots before I see the vanilla flower.
I see a heart. I see veins.
Right. That's a big wang on that one. Interesting. Sounds Seattle liberal, though.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
A New Zealand rock band called Headless Chickens angered an audience when they scattered the ashes of their dead bass player on stage at an award show. A lot of the people in the crowd were indigenous. Considered it disrespectful. You don't do that in front
on the
of
stage?
Was the bass player indigenous?
The bassist, his name was Grant Fell. He lost his battle with cancer in January. But the audience was not cool with it because they thought it was gross when the ashes blew into their faces.
Where is it?
New Zealand.
Oh. What's the name of the band? Something Chickens?
Headless Chickens. And the indigenous people, the Polynesians, the Maori people, they consider it disrespectful because
dumping dead people. I do too.
Dead body is
I'm not religious, but
manifestation to the soul.
Yeah, I don't feel that pouring dead people on me is a religious thing. It's just disrespectful generally. And we'll get you on that dirty dining report quick. Not like the highlighter. Dean's List highlighter. Chef Rudy, I'm going to give you credit all day long.
Stephanie's.
I didn't see that on the list. I'm not going to go off what the listeners say. They might just be promoting. Yesterday, officially, on the Dean's List, the highlighter. Because they have zero problems in their kitchen, and buttholes are out. Name another restaurant where buttholes are out that has a perfect score with the health department. Name one. Porkopolis? Health inspector sees a butthole, you're getting a demerit. I guarantee it, Brady.
We let our waitresses sometimes air out their buttholes here, just like the highlighter. Shouldn't affect our score.
I beg to differ.
The only ones allowed on tables are pork butts.
Yeah, you can have pork butts, but human butthole, only place that gives the health inspector good fat thumbs up highlighter. Great work, Chef Rudy.
Go there today and plow down a pasta primavera for lunch and a dance.
In fact, having been part of the restaurant industry for as long as I was, knowing that the health inspector does little Q-tip swabs of the inside of the taps to pull out the black, or checks out your vents from inside with a little machine and a little hand wipe, he should have to do that to all the exposed buttholes as well to make sure there is no fecal matter or staining.
No, not for that. Some of them would probably want to do that.
Because if they're that worried that the air conditioner is going to blow a little onto my food, they have to be worried that a little air vent coming out of the girl with her butthole out is going to blow that onto my broccoli.
Sorry, Angela, can you bend over?
Check the buttholes, health inspector, and then still give that proper report.
There's a wild crash that happened in Westland, Michigan, involving at least 5 vehicles. And the guy that caused it got out of his vehicle. The lady was sitting there in traffic. I mean, the cars are pretty mashed up. I saw a picture of it. But he gets out of his car, takes his clothes off, and just starts yelling, I'm fine, and starts dancing.
Maybe a concussion.
Yeah, who knows? But, that's what I was thinking. It could have been in shock. But he was arrested, and one person was taken to the hospital.
Yeah, nudity, frowned upon in the wrong spot.
This is pretty interesting. Scott Purdy has been dating a girl for a year or two, but he broke his foot, and the doctors prescribed him a pain medication to ease the pain of the broken foot. It's, what is the name of the medication? Anyway.
Propofol.
After taking the medication, he claims he's really going out of his way to break up with his girl. He claimed the medication has made him gay.
It's a gay pill.
Yeah.
We'll ask Ian about that in an hour.
Is it Lycra? They had the name of it. Anyway, he broke up with his girlfriend and is living a gay lifestyle.
He's taking pipe now.
I guess he's continuing on the pills. It's helping him with the...
She must have just been awful. And the pills are keeping him gay?
The broken foot happened in a go-karting accident.
Is it like testosterone? Once you take the gay pill, you have to keep taking it or you won't produce gay anymore?
I guess.
Yeah, do you have to, if you do the conversion therapy, do you have to go back for checkups? Do you have to get updated on your conversion?
Kind of like you have to,
got to check in.
Change the fluid, so to speak. Yeah,
because if he stops.
Your updates. You have to get your... Yeah, because all of a sudden you'll start slipping back into gay. And you need a refresher.
It's prom season, John, so the trend is happening again. The boys are finding dates that they can get guaranteed action at the end of the night.
Good.
They're taking their moms that didn't go to prom.
What?
On.
They put 2 more examples of senior
this is
boys
again
that their mother got pregnant with them, so they missed out on their senior prom.
Oh, God. This is more proof that the single mother society is going to ruin more boys. And it's not the mother's fault. Again, I lean on this. It sounds like I'm bashing the ladies. Dads, you have got to get involved or the mom will take the son to prom and ruin his life. Moms cannot take their sons to proms. I know they think it's sweet and cute and Nicholas Sparksy, but it is not. It devastates the boy's mentality. A dad has got to step in and say something. This is why having a 2-parent household is so important. Single moms, you do your best, but you're way too emotional.
That's a bad idea.
And way too sweet. Did you take your mom to prom? She probably would have.
No.
She would have gone with you, though.
No. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My mom's only 19 years older than I am.
She wanted mom prom.
Yeah.
You need to do that, Toledo.
She's pregnant with me. She wasn't going to prom.
But look, you never make good for your mom's dating failures as her son. That is a private and separate matter for her to deal with.
You can finally have your dance.
No, don't.
Stop it.
I'm glad I took the chance. Could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the thing.
Richard, this is the most amazing night ever. Thank you for filling the holes of my failed dating life.
No. Toledo's mom prom.
No.
And now we're going to have a wet
mouse.
T-shirt contest.
Kiss me.
Ugh.
I couldn't miss the pain. I'd have had to miss the dance. Yeah, moms, dads, you've got to step up. Single fathers, single mothers, you can't allow this. Dads, in a single mother world where they're doing all the work, Dad, you have got to step in when pregnant teen mom and the boy go to prom. She's using her son to make good for her missed dating opportunity problems. Oh, my God. You'd take your mom to prom. If there was a mom prom, you'd have gone. You did probably in Ohio. In college, you took mom to dances.
No, the closest, in college, you had Mother's Weekend.
Yeah.
Come out for the weekend.
And then what happened? your friends banged
They
other
get
mothers.
hammered,
Yeah,
and they hammer
they
other
do it with
moms.
Brenneman.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy. That's 4 moms, and it's only Saturday morning.
Yeah, Sunday,
Oh,
usually the
baby.
recap at the meeting Sunday. Hey, I want to thank Mrs. Thomas for a weekend.
Right now, Tom Brenneman is going to all of your mothers this weekend. I'm doing rails off of Bunny's ass. That is going to happen. My future is set. My father is legacy with the Reds. I've got the gig. College is for show.
I just want to thank Brenda, Tom's mom, for a great weekend.
Right, you didn't do a thing, and he knows it. Bogan, inauthentic again. However, I hammered just about every mother in there. The Buns is a nibbler. Little toothy, but acceptable.
There was one mom. There was one mom.
Of course there is. You nailed a mom?
No.
Oh, there was one mom.
But
What?
there's mom that had a couple of brothers.
Of course there were. And that's the one you know about, Brady.
Yep.
You know how many moms go back to
Multiply
college
that by 5.
for their sons? They're not going back to visit the boy. They're going back to revisit their failures.
Freshly divorced.
It's the same thing if they did like
hit jackpot.
if they did ugly guy in high school prom and you could go back to high school with your daughter and you'd be like, or to college. We'll say college so it's legal. But you go back to college to redo, and you're now kind of what you know in your 40s is totally different than what you knew in college. You'd be hammering all sorts of college ass when you were back there. It's the reason you go back is not to make your daughter's day.
Hold on, John. I'm a single
Swing
mom,
ass.
and I would never
Thank
have
you.
my son take me to prom.
Yeah, I'm not saying
he
it's
better
all.
have a little bit of game after me teaching him and get a hussy that night. Otherwise, he can't come home.
There are also the other side of it where you're teaching your son just terrible habits. You're going to end up with another pregnant kid. But
the generation repeats.
I'm saying it's not all moms, but the ones that peaked in high school and never got there because they got pregnant at 17 and never got the chance to really have a real prom. If they take their sons, that should be ceaseworthy. That's the saddest thing ever. Your nephew Charlie had to do mom prom, and
Yeah,
your
they did at
sister
his school, yeah.
evidently it scars him to this day. Demanded dancing, demanded
She likes to dance.
date behavior, dinner, corsage. He had to pretend to date his mother for a night. That is Freud's, that's 7 chapters in Freud's book.
Charlie said it was the best night he's ever
No,
had.
he doesn't. He's never once said that. It was his biggest nightmare. I've heard 2 or 3 of your nephew's stories from college. Mom prom comes up regularly as a...
That was high school.
Or high school, you're right.
Yeah.
High school. Scarring. Horrible, horrible night. Come on, Mom, no.
You got to dance with your mother now.
Oh.
You know, Mom never had a prom.
So what? None of this is my concern.
Crash.
Stop.
Into me, baby. I love this song. Hold me tighter.
As I come into you. Mom, I don't like this at all.
Just sway with your mother tightly. You feel my bosom against your shoulders? You've nursed on those.
Oh, come on.
Wonderful tonight.
I could have missed the pain. Here we go.
Stop it.
It's nothing but
Damn it.
slow dances.
Ugh. Such a bad idea.
Shake your ass.
Ooh, let's do it, Charlie. Shake that ass. Grind with me.
Look at Dave.
Stop it.
Look
Stop
at Dave. He's spanking his mom.
And more importantly, stop making it a feel-good story. Everyone must disparage the kid taking his mother to prom story. It's terrible. Oh.
Well, this is a trend that's happening at Coachella. It's first started happened at the Glastonbury Festival in the UK.
I want to go to that.
Remember glitter eyebrows? That trend that's going on where people put the flowers and
Decorate their eyebrows.
Coachella right now. Let's try to get this going on the smoke out tomorrow.
Okay, what do we got?
Glitter boobs.
Oh, yeah.
Did that the other day, right?
Glitter
No, that
cans.
was glitter head.
Yeah, it was glitter eyebrow
Where you just
and
put
glitter head.
flowers and glitter over your nipples
Yeah.
like pasties, and you're technically covered up.
Yep.
Okay. Men and women alike. I don't want to be a
set
gender-specific
up.
type.
That lady, I think,
Bring
does
it
a
on.
little video on how to do it.
What do you do, a little Elmer's glue and then throw some rose petals on there?
Much like Brady Bogan 98 on Instagram, you can follow Face Florals to get the tutorial.
Not a bad idea, Brady. You do your own tutorial. You take your shirt off, and you go through the steps and glitter.
Man glitter boobs?
Yeah. Glitter Nips by Brady will be on his Instagram, Brady Bogan 98.
Brady Bogan 98.
Yep. A real glimpse into Brady's real world. You're getting weird. Mom prom. There are two words that are together there that will just make you sick the second you say them. Mom prom.
I'm going to take my son and make up for all the prom I didn't have.
Get a date, lady.
Imagine you if you're a mom prom and you're laying down sharing the bed with Marcy because you got the room.
My prom would not. I wouldn't have gotten a bedroom.
You know, I never had a prom, and I hear sometimes the boy gets a hotel later.
Yeah.
Could we just...
Well, Mommy booked a room.
Mommy's got a room at the Marriott.
Okay.
We'll drink bottles and James and sit in a hot tub.
Okay.
And there you are, trying to get to sleep.
Oh, no, I'd beat up on the rug. She'd sleep. Mom prom. Nobody loves their mother this much.
I want to give you everything you never had.
No, you're the son. That's not your job. Her hang-ups about her high school failures are not your problem. What about dad prom? It'd be creepy. Take your... It is the daughter dance. Now imagine it when you're 18.
That's why they say 5th grade, I think, is the cutoff.
Because dads will start looking around. The single dads will start looking around. Is she 18? Oof. I might dance with your friend. Vanessa's nice.
She failed a year. She's 19.
Daddy leggy. I never had a prom. I'm going to make good for it tonight. Because dads will end up making a mistake. Those girls I saw Saturday night over there at Rock Bar that were coming out of the venue that housed the Scottsdale prom, they were jailbait. Every one of them.
And their mom prom's going to be awesome.
I thought they were
17 years.
Oh, are you kidding me? I thought they were like in their mid-20s. Like, good Lord, what wedding did I miss? Then I started to realize that the boys looked like they were 16. These chicks were... And you'd have fooled every guy over 30. Every one of them. And they were in club gear. They weren't in prom dance stuff. Oh, my Lord. It's wrong. Mom prom. Ooh. I might start marching against that. We'll talk to Eric in a little bit. Dobson and Main Street, right there next to U-Fest, which is happening tomorrow. We'll talk to Eric next. It's 98 KUPD. That is your Brady Report, brought to you by Hooters.
Arizona's most powerful rock radio station. 98 KUPD.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Eric'sFamilyBBQ.com.